It's a glorious day. Holy crap. Holy crap. It is a glorious day. We got a new set dropping in an hour. My setup appears to have improved. I've got vertical, I've got horizontal, streaming over on YouTube, I've got Twitch, I'm building my socials. Oh, dude. And cherry on top. Cherry on top. Things seem to be so close to affiliate. That's my goal this evening. Hopefully y'all can get it going. But let's jump right on in. Fire up the good old blue stacks. Boom. There it be. All right, friends. So, looking as to what it is, happy Wednesday. At least that's where I am. It's Wednesday. New set is dropping in approximately 1 hour, 50 minutes to be exact. So, let's make the most of it. Looking as to what it is, I've got. I'm going to be able to get 3 packs for free, and then I'm unfortunately going to have to spend a little bit of Poke Gold unless I can maybe eke out a couple wins in solo battles, but I'm planning for 2 10 pools. That way we can kind of examine what the what cards are available. And I think that's where we're going to start this evening. Don't forget right now, there is the... oh, hey, look at that. Perfect timing. There is the metal sort of bonus pick going on. We'll be getting ready to have other sort of drop events and bonus picks with Ultra Necromza, but for right now, we've got the good stuff. The leaks, yes, that's actually what we're going to take a look at right now. Like I said, the new set drops in roughly 50 minutes, so we're going to have to restart our apps here for all that sort of chaos and amazingness to happen. But right now, let me grab this, and then we can look at the cards that are available. Unfortunately, nothing new has leaked out, if you've been following, but certainly we can take a peek together as to what is happening, what is available. Drillbur, sure, we'll take him. But let's play. Let's see what we've got. All right. Anything else good? Anything else good? While I'm here, I've already got Serena. 2 seconds, friends. Content is king, but so are cards. Cards are king. Yeah, nothing good. Okay, so let's check it out. See what we've got going on here. So what I was looking at earlier, bada bing, bada boom, if I can pull it on up, maybe, are the cards that have already been leaked so far, thus far. We'll see. Why is it not playing nice? Hold on, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. There we go. But as to what we've got, we have some cards that are already spoiled for us, the earlier leaks. So I'm kind of super, really mega excited to see what it's gonna be, right? So I wonder if you all can hopefully see that. So obviously the talk of the town, my personal excitement, only because grass cards are so powerful right now, is the one, the only Buzzwole, my man with his big beat attack, 2 grass, 1 colorless energy. So I mean, truly, we're gonna be running grass. It's gonna be Buzzwole, probably with, we'll get into it, Celesteela is gonna be like its counterpart, but certainly since it's grass, oh, I mean, I could see this probably running pretty well with maybe Beedrill and Candy, maybe even a Masquerada. Hell, even Celebi, just for fun. We have no idea still what the Ultra Beast tag is going to do, what it does, what it be, but certainly we have to kind of have to see what it's going to be, right? But that'll be okay. 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Why is this not playing nice. There we go. Guzzlord, everybody's concerned it's going to be the most toxic card of the new set, and I wouldn't disagree. Certainly, that grind core for only 2 colorless, that's going to be terrible. Pair that with like a Team Rocket card, dude. It's gonna be interesting to say the least. It's gonna be interesting to say the least. All right, Tyrannical Hole. I mean, that's 4 energy. That's kind of crazy, only for 120, but we'll see. And again, it's darkness, so maybe we'll pair it with Darkrai just to have it on the bench. Tapu Koko EX. Everybody is saying that this is like a Power Crept Pikachu EX. I'm not concerned. I mean, it doesn't have 130, but I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes out. Personally, I'm a fan of Electric, but I have not used the current Tapu Koko because I know that a lot of people use Tapu Koko with Oricorio. Nihilego, if I'm saying that right, more poison. Everybody's freaking out about this, plus 10 from being poisoned. I have a sneaking suspicion that if we can pair Nihilego with that new Salandit, the newest Salandit that does burn and poison, oh my god, you'd be a dot king. That's my thought. And of course, 30 damage is not too bad because then it poisons it, which it effectively does 40 every turn. Cephalon, however you say that, certainly Beat Punk does 70 damage and leaves it with 30. That is going to be very effective with the Lucamine card going on here because that's a lot of fire and energy. But everybody is, myself included, kind of looking at the Celesteela card because that Ultra Thruster's goodness, that is going to synergize very well with Buzzwole, and I believe that's going to be like one of the meta decks. I mean, probably wrong, but who knows. Nagandeel evolves from Poipole. Again, that's a poison. That'll probably be paired with Nihilego because they're both dark, they're both poison. That'll be pretty good. Zeraora. I don't really like the fact that it says at the end of your first turn, so you have to make sure that this card gets played ahead of time. Maybe if we get lucky and get new, those 2 new fossil Pokemon from the rare fossil. I forget what it's called at the moment, but there's 2 versions that are electric, and we can maybe guarantee that Zeraora appears, kind of like how we guarantee that Geibel appears for the Rampardos deck. That might make it actually doable. Shiinotic, Illuminate, put a random Pokemon from your deck into your hand. That's very powerful once during your turn. It doesn't even say you have to be in the active spot. That's just going to be benched. So that may, I don't know. That may be a nice tech card. We'll have to see. It may play very well with Mallow, I believe her name is. That trainer card. We'll see. Jump Blues. It's a basic non-EX. That was kind of a surprise to me, but hey, it works. This is pretty much just like a better Greninja, in my opinion, because you don't have to evolve it. It's auto magic, and it just does 20 to opponent and then 20 to bench, so 40 total. It's pretty powerful, especially for an early game attacker. You can really leverage the pressure. Type Null, basically quick attack, does up to 40. Average damage will be 30. I like that it has a base of 20. New Rowlet, maybe we'll be getting a non-EX version of his evolution. At least that's the scuttlebutt. We'll see. Let me test something. Okay, that works, but why is it not... Why is it not working? Streamlabs. You would think that it would work, but it doesn't. 2 seconds, 2 seconds. So I don't have... don't have chat. I can't see the verticals. It's fine. We'll make it work. But where was I? Stack Attacka, -20. It is metal, so maybe you compare that with Adamant if you want to kind of run it, but again, non-EX. Xurkitree, it's a confusing move, so that'll be kind of interesting, but definitely it's electric, so we can see that. Another Grass. Oh my gosh, Grass is getting so much freaking cards. It's 1, 2, 3 that we are aware of. Darkness gets 3. Electric getting at least 3, but again, Ultra Beast wise, it's only 1 at the moment. But Kartakana Thrash Metal for 40, that's pretty much just a better Farfetch'd, especially since you can attach Leaf Cape to it with the Grass energy, so that'll be kind of exciting. Lusamine, as we know, that is the energy driver of this particular set if you're uncertain. Basically, you can choose to take one of your discarded, defeated Ultra Beast Pokemon, so one of these 1 stars, and take at least 2 random energy from it and attach it to whatever Pokemon. So almost kind of like how, oh god, what's that one card called? Passimian? Kind of like how Passimian works. When it gets defeated, it moves the energy to, its buddy. Unfortunately, it's not automatic. You need that Lusamine card, but dude, seriously? I don't foresee that not being a thing. And then, of course, one of the scarier cards. Oh my gosh. If it's going to let me. Ultra Necromza. We shall see if this is even going to be a thing. That's going to be part of the promo cards, part of the drop event that's happening in about a week or so. But this will be the card that you are going after, and that Shoegaze attack for 120. This card's the top 5 cards of each player's deck. That is insane, especially for a basic. Granted, it needs 2 psychic, 2 metal. Not really sure what that deck would look like, if it even would be a thing, but oh my goodness gracious, could you imagine just destroying somebody's deck and not letting them not letting them set up. We have both versions that have been leaked of Poipo, the promo as well as the original. They're the same as far as we can tell. 2-step, 20 damage each for a coin flip. The most recent, and everybody's kind of up in a tizzy about the Clefairy that's going through it, is this leaked card here. It's only a 10 attack, so it's kind of weak, but everybody's assuming maybe we'll get Clefable EX or something fancy. But thanks to Pokemon Zone for kind of letting us take a peek there. So I'm kind of curious as to what you guys think. Personally, I'm thinking between Buzzwole and Guzzlord, these are going to be the 2 cards that everybody is looking at, but also certainly Nihilego, because of that more poison, can definitely take a look at other pieces. I am interested. I want to look at that Salandit right quick, because it has caught me off guard there. Salazzle, that's what it is. Salazzle for 2 freaking fire. So maybe run like a dark fire of some kind. Or for 2 fire, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned and bored. This freaking sucks. But that's 10 and 30 right there. That's 10 and 20, that's 30 damage. Add that to the 30, that's 60 damage per turn. Along with Nihilego, if we can manage to get that with it, that's going to be 40 damage ticking at the end of every turn, yours and your opponent's, which is super powerful. What leads me to believe that might be possible is the fact that, look at that, the fact that it is colorless energy. So if we can somehow, some way derive a dark fire deck that leans on having the Nihilego and then Salazzle, that would be king if I can find it. So granted, yeah, it's a stage 1, so you do have to evolve from Salandit. Maybe we'll rock this Salandit because it doesn't have a color attached to its energy, but I am curious. Search. Oh, maybe we pair it with these guys. I don't know. This does maybe have one of each. One Gnaw for 20 and then a Venoshock, because then that could potentially do 40 for maybe a later game sort of thing. So I think that's what I'm going to try and build personally as a Salandit deck. I might just run 2 of these guys because that's only 10, but it does have more HP. I don't know. Maybe you guys can help us out and we can kind of take a peek at those. But that's certainly something worth looking at. We've got less than an hour, 30 minutes, friends. It's kind of crazy, kind of amazing. But for now, let's see what we got. Let's make sure that everything is good. Yeah, seems to be great. Okay, well, that's what it's gonna be. So, as we said right now, also, I said it earlier, saying it again, the current Wonder Pick event, let me kind of read through the description. It's in your inbox if you haven't already seen it. Metal Type Mass Outbreak is underway. So between now and, what is that, 3 days, 4 days from now, the 1st, is when they're doing this mass outbreak. So that way then you hopefully can get a Solgaleo. That's kind of the chase card. So if you have not, if you're unlucky enough to have not gotten a Solgaleo yet, certainly now is going to be your time. It will appear in the Chansey pool, the rare pools, but certainly it's definitely worth doing, along with Magearna. I'm not sure if I have Magearna yet or not, but certainly it's going to be one of those things we're going to look for. Alolan Diglett, and of course the special Flare. I'm not a big fan of Flare. I'm just kind of honestly collecting Stardust like crazy. Do I even have duplicates? Yeah, I've got 18 freaking in my shop. But yeah, Stardust, I mean, no big deal. I only got 143,000. But that'll be nice because that will also allow me later on to be able to do the trades that we've got going on. So. Oh, so many cards. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So, I would like, in a perfect world, to kind of see what I can do battle-wise. Unfortunately, I've completed all the battles that we've got so far, so really, truly, it's just a matter of waiting. We got a whole 30 minutes, so I'm gonna try and do some sort of casual decks, but definitely I want to try and build that Salandit deck. Darkness. Salazzle. And then the rest will be, sort of the good stuff that we were just talking about. I don't even know, fossils. So since I'm going to be pairing it with Nihilego, we are going to want to use Barbs. 2 of them, if we can. That way then, even if I attach it to this Salandit here, then boom, we've got it going. Oh yeah, I got Guzma. I'm so excited. I got the special Goose. And they're all 1 energy, so might stack potions, might stack X speed. We'll have to kind of see, because I can't use Lily in that regard. And then all these other sort of craziness. But it'll be good. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I'm relying on dots, so maybe I'll stack red, at least 1. Give me an Eono so I can shuffle deck. Cyrus with those dots. And then we'll kind of leave it at that for now. So that'll give me enough place to put in, like I said, at least my 2 Nihilego, and then Potentially that'll be 4 other cards, depending on what trainers, because we don't actually know of any trainers or items or any supporter cards that are being released in this new set. So we have no idea. We have no idea. Maximum dots. Is that how you spell it? Nope. I have no idea. Max poison. Oh, there's no extra I. See? This is why I am a data person. Poison. I'm French. Yes, 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 I know. So we will play around with that in just a little bit, because unfortunately that's not usable as we see it. So, let's have a little bit of fun. Oh, no, not what I want. Let me awaken Mr. Krakish. It always gives me the heebie-jeebies, like, is it gonna stop? Which thankfully it does, but like, you never know. That poor hat. Yeah, there we go. Okay, where was I? Ah, yes. Versus. We're just going to do some random matches because, unfortunately, we got about 30 minutes. It could be kind of nice. And then we can kind of see exactly if they're going to give us maybe a new battle stance setting to kind of talk about the fact that, hey, we've played a few ranked matches. We'll kind of go from there. Oh, damn. We're starting the game to update data. Is it out now? Is it time? It is. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. Right, it's loading. Oh my gosh. It's happening. It's actually happening. Oh, not yet. So sad. So sad. I got excited. They're not going to release it early. You kidding me? But that's okay. That's okay. Rando. Maybe. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. All right. Let's do a little Magnemite here. Shaman. Nothing too crazy. Make it easy. Again, we're not trying to go too hard like we do on ranked. Unfortunately, the ranked season is over. It's very sad, but that's okay. I did not get Master Ball. That's my goal for A3. I'm not certain how I feel about it, only because they are technically, which we can talk about it here in a second, they are, oh my gosh, what's what I'm looking for? They are pushing different pieces. I don't know if it's going to be in this first update, but they're planning, Dina and creatures that is, they're planning on making something you actually cannot drop down a rank even if you lose. Like, you can't drop from Master Ball to Ultra, you can't drop from Ultra Ball to Great, kind of like how they did for the first few. And allegedly, they're also going to be making win streaks in Ultra Ball, maybe even potentially Master Ball, a thing. So that will be exciting. We'll take a look. I think I have a website source for it. I do. Pokemon TCG Pocket.gg will investigate that. And we'll also look at the Fromza sort of goodness. But we'll do that after this particular match, because I want to make sure that we've got some good times going. He's going to evolve into Beedrill EX, I assume. Very soon, very soon. Oh, man. Yep, there it be. But I'll just send out Oricorio, and then he won't be able to do anything. He needs a normal Beedrill. Yeah. But that'll still... Oh, that sucks, because that's 70, that's 70. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. He's got the answer to it all. Have to power up bench Oricorio because I can't do nothing. Oh, there's my Magnezone. That doesn't help. Damn. I ain't got nothing. Absolutely terrible. This is what happens when you don't eat your vegetables, kids. Alright, we ain't got time for this. I'm gonna lose. I'd rather bow out. Thanks, Light Beam. Oh, dang. I need to do my dailies, actually. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Because it's gonna reset here in a little bit. I gotta make sure I got my dailies done. There we go. I always forget to actually come up here and click this sometimes, which is unfortunate. Anything else good while we're here? Nope. Okay. Back to it then. I'm thinking because, no, Oricorio Magnezone's good. I just got dealt a bad hand, unfortunately. That would have been a clear defeat. Because he would have taken an Oricorio, I would have had no answer until I put up my third Oricorio if I'd only done 50, so... That was his win, their win, right off the bat. I win by dealing lots of damage. That's a lot of damage. Alright. Third time's the charm, we got fire, so I'm gonna do you, and you. The Triangle of Power. Yep. He's gonna try and Charizard for days. My man just conceded automatically. I guess it's just that time we're all just kind of floating. I mean, truly, what is life? Hey, free XP, I'll take it. Free shot points. Actually, you know what would be kind of fun? Hold on. Especially since this is super low risk, I actually have a couple decks that I want to try out a little bit more of. You know what I mean? You feel me? Oh man, this guy's Ultra rank 4. Ultra Ball rank 4. Is it the same guy? Tape, Magnezone. Got 2 Magnezones, so I'm going to hopefully get an Oricorio or a Magneton at least. Oricorio I'll take. That'll give me a little bit more breathing room, and I think I'm going to power up Magnemite on bench, which... Okay, cool. Just racking up the points, racking up the XP. Is it the same guy, I wonder? And he's got a featured. Nice, nice, nice. Thanks, my guy. If I run into him 3 times in a row, then I'm gonna have to DM him or something. He had a 10 in the front of his name. Let's see. No, this time we got 836. Whatever the significance of that is. Technically, I guess in Japan they read, right to left. I wonder if that would mean that that's like at the end of the name. I don't actually know. Oricorio! We got a darkness deck. So I'm assuming, yeah. Arceus Crobat. Let's see what we got. What about second Oricorio? What second breakfast? Nice, Magneton, double Magneton. Okay. We're gonna go hard then. We'll start evolvifying, stacking that energy. But there's Darkrai, yes indeedy. I just need Shaman right there. 10% chance I can get her. There's Arceus, oh damn. He's starting crazy sauce. He just needs the candy to evolve Zubat. But he'll probably ping off of Darkrai with the darkness. Yep. I need to somehow get this go. Please be Shaman. Please be Shaman. I want to heal. Damn, son. That's 2 energy. Magnezone is also 2 energy. Wonder if I can or should. Should I retreat into Magnemite? I could, because if I retreat into Magnemite, he'll be taking the damage. But I do have the second Oricorio, so it's fine. I have the second one, and they're all 1-point Pokemon. Because if I can get Zubat and then Arceus or even Darkrai, see, he's going for it. Oh damn, he's gonna do 30. So scary. Volt charge. And then I will zap. Wish I would have done that beforehand, but it's fine. So Oricorio is down because he's going to ping me with Darkrai and then attack with Golbat, which is fine. Oh my god. Now we're evenly matched, and he'll probably send out Darkrai, unless he has Crobat going. Yep, which I'm going to try and swap in Oricorio. Granted, he'll probably try and Cyrus me to death, but that's a-okay. Big yikes, big yikes. Hey, Shaman, there she be. Nice. Oh. Do I try and take him down with Thunder Blast, which will be 1, that'll leave him with 30. So he'll take out Magnezone, but then I can answer with Oricorio. I'm gonna try that. We shall see if that actually is the way to go. Probably should have swapped Oricorio and just let Magnezone be on bench, but he has so many cards. He has 5 cards. I'm sure he has a Cyrus somewhere, especially with the deck that he's running. Getting things all set up for that Arceus. Joke's on you, buddy. Are you retreating, or like what's the plan? You used a leaf. All right, cool. I could just toy them. Again, super low stakes, but I kind of want to win. This is Zaya. Nice. I'd like to thank all the little people out there. Tip your waitress. Thanks, people. So a thing about those points is, I don't know if you guys know this, but certainly you can actually, where's what I'm looking for? Hold on 2 seconds. 2 seconds. You can actually get up to 5 of those a day, not only from battle, but also from having showcases. So I tell my viewers this every stream, because even my friends in real life, they don't understand it. If you have binders and display boards set up, I would recommend setting up at least a few. If you have, you know, binders with, like in this case, I set up all my full art cards, you can get likes for those. So if you are not a big battler, if you don't really feel the need to go on in, those will now appear, as long as you set them to public, those will appear in this community showcases tab, where randos can not only give you likes, which equate to those shop points, but you can also look at your friends, and you can come on in here every day, every few little bit. You can always refresh it as well. And it will let you give your buddies, like this guy, Nimona Hater. My gosh, he's got all the Solgalios. So fancy, right? It will let you kind of just give them goodness. And then, oh, I've reached the end of my friends sort of list once we get there. Dragonite. Right, so I'm at the end. If I hit refresh, it should then hopefully, I guess it won't, but it does give me new randos to look at. So you can kind of go through and just give everybody some free stuff. So that, you know, a little bit helpful. It's not perfect, but certainly if you'd like little tidbits like that, you know, you can always follow me, YouTube, Twitter, of course, here on Twitch if you're doing that. I've got... Where was it at? Hey, there we go. Got 6 to go. And hopefully tonight's the night. We've only got 12 minutes until the new set. It's kind of exciting. Hopefully you guys and gals have saved your pack points. I kind of blew them all, honestly, in Celestial Guardians. But it's a-okay. It's a-okay. It's not the end of the world. But I am curious. going to try to use this deck here right quick, just because I want to. Can I make any changes? I need the capes. Rocky Helmet is good. Two seconds. There we go. We're going to try to use this just to mess with some people in rando matches, just because that's fun. See what I like about this deck, and I'm hoping that maybe it'll get a buff of some kind with new trainer cards, is you actually want to lose one of your Pokemon. Well, not necessarily, because that's where Marshetta comes into play, but you want to get damaged. So even if you don't go first, it still is not 100% suboptimal. Only minorly suboptimal. But hey, look at that. It's not a perfect thing, but I got Cape, I got Mankey. In a perfect world, I also have Primeape in your draw. Let's see what we got. Okay, he's caping up. I'm going to do the same. Especially since I'm going to be doing some damage to myself. Let's see what we got. Marshadow. Nice. Mankey. Make sure that I don't get any red cards or nothing weird on me. Nice. So he'll probably evolve with Candy. Yep. So Galio is here to play. So I have to evolve this next turn. And even if I do, that's not going to be enough. But I can definitely set up Marchato for the takedown. Man's going to do Adaman. That's not helpful. Let's do a little switcheroo. Just so he gets minus some damage. See, this is why you gotta have an escape vector. So. Damn. Oh, so much for that. Oh. Points like this that I wish that I had kept the helmet, because if I had the helmet on him, I could maybe have done anything. But it's 50 and I ain't got jack. Might have Guzma, I don't think I have Guzma. No, not in this particular setup. Here's Rilo. See, it makes me very sad. It's like this deck was super powerful. like 3 packs, or not 3 packs, three expansions ago. But hey, you know, what are you gonna do? You can't have everything. All right. My man's got some featured, and he's got his emblem. So yeah, I'll take some D. I'll take the D. Opponent found. Lord Bloodrick. Not so sure I enjoy that, but hey, different things make different people happy, I suppose. Oof, this is not a great hand. Fighting, so this is going to be Garchomp Rampardos, maybe? Oh no, Rockruff Rampardos. Interesting. I have not fought this yet, to be perfectly honest. What does this do? Put a random card that evolves from Rockruff from your deck into your hand. Weakness Grass, which I don't have, so. That's what we're going to do. We're going to hang out, we're going to chill. Oh, so sad. The coffee is done, and now we must hydrate. Oh my gosh, you guys, 5 minutes. So exciting. I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm going to power up Marshadow. I've actually never, like I said, I've never dealt with the Rockruff, Lycanroc sort of dealio. Nice. Oh snap! You know what we did? We never went. We never looked at the news for the battles. Is what we never did. Pardos is there. So he's gonna be a not friendly guy. Yeah, there really isn't a good counter to Rampardos. Oh my god. Unfortunately, this deck really isn't viable any much more. But that's okay. It's not meant to be. I do want to show you the other deck that we've got. Ooh boy. In fact, I think what I'm actually going to do is we've got a few minutes, is I'm actually going to use the restroom, and then we'll be right back, because I'm drinking a lot of water. And then the new set should be released in about 2 minutes, so it's kind of scary, kind of amazing. So, BRB. Alrighty. I believe we are back. And check it out. Check it out, friends. We've got what we came for. We've got the Extradimensional Crisis. That's a single pack, so we're going to be pulling lots of these. And it gives all... Ooh, new Lycanroc EX. Lycanfang. Discard a fighting energy for 130 for 3. Alright. So that's kind of new. Other than that, everything else in the carousel is something we have seen. So, here we go. Got 3 decks to pull, plus, of course, we've got all of our stuff reset. So let me get this, make sure everything's good. We have our new cover. All the Ultra Beasts coming out of the Ultra Wormhole. It's going to be great. Anything else exciting? Any new promo cards down here? Nope. Emblems. We got the Buzzwole. Still waiting on Celestial Guardians. I've got 69, which is kind of nice, but we'll see if I can do any of that sort of goodness. New Pokegold. Anything exciting? Alright, we got new... I don't even know what her name is. Acerola. Mimikyu, but no bonus cards, it looks like, thankfully. If you are into the spending money part, I personally am not, but hey. I'm so excited, you guys. What else we got? Pokedex. Yeah. We got all those. Just 65. Update notice. Booster packs released. They're now available. Buzzwole unleashes powerful punch. Tapu Koko wields mighty lightning. I like how they have to, like, specify. Neligo left. Still see it right. Special illustrations. Yes, we know. Blacephalon. We got that Lycanroc card. Lusamine card. We're going to take a look at the offering rates just because. And, of course, the update notice. Starting on 528, so right now. Okay, so Celestial Guardians, you can trade up to 1 star, so that's pretty nice. Step up battles, so we're going to definitely hit some of those. But let us, with some bacon and tomato, let's see what we've got for booster packs. I've got 3 that I'm going to open up, and we're going to examine each and every single one of these cards right now. So round and round, where it goes, where it stops, nobody knows. There's a regular non-EX Pessimian. Pessimian is on your bench. This attack does 40 more damage, so that's really good if you pair that with... Well, it's just regular Pessimian. It doesn't say Pessimian EX, so you've got to have 2 of these, but then it does 80. So that's not bad at all. Baltoy. 2 colorless for fighting. Dartrix. That's just a Greninja in disguise. 20 damage, that's not bad. Orangu. Don't we already have an Orangu? But hammer in for 70. Nice. And then there's our first EX of the day. I'll have to see if this Lycanroc is better than the one that I just lost to. I am curious. Hold on 2 seconds. There we go. That works. Two more. Round and round, where it goes, where it stops, nobody knows. I know that it doesn't do anything, but it makes my monkey brain feel happy to spin it and pull a rando one. All right, so we have another Pessimian Lilligant. All right. There's that Clefable everybody was talking about. It only does 60 for 2, so not the greatest thing. Everybody was assuming this would be an EX. Maybe there is one. Trevenant, which means we do get Phantom, my little guy, but 3 damage for 70. That is... And hey, there's our first Ultra Beast of the evening. Celesteela. It's those Ultra Thrusters, which hopefully will work in conjunction with Buzzswole. Really, any of the Ultra Beasts, but that's going to be key. Moombathon for 100. Flip a coin. If Tails tech does nothing, that's intense. So this is really going to be just an ability tech card. I do not foresee this actually being used, unless you're in a pinch, but hey, anything is possible. Anything is possible. 69 cards. Nice. Nice. Uno mas, and then we'll get to examine some interestingness. Ooh, something happened. Claydol. Heal block. Both Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's cannot be healed. I wonder... That's crazy. I wonder if that is only on active spot or if that's across the board. That would basically nullify Shaman. I don't know. I'm trying to think what that would be good for in fighting. Granted, it does not require any energy, any color, so this could be just thrown in there as a good tech card. Sandygast. Alolan Meowth. Discard a random Poketool from your opponent's hand, assuming they have some, but that's pretty nifty. Third Pissimian. Shiny Greninja. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So nice. So nice. Getting that shine dust. And look, we've got our first shiny. So exciting. So there appears to be 103 cards total. Pretty sure there's more than that, but we shall investigate. One update. Yes, yes, yes. So if it's 120, so I need 240 to successfully open 2 10 pools. I know I've got 1 10 pool, but I'm gonna probably have to do, excuse me, probably gonna have to do Lichen Rock, Hollow Sand, Repel. Ooh, that'll be interesting. Gonna need 240 in order to be able to do those. Buzzwole, Tapu Koko, Lichen Rock. I'm just checking to see any other EX. Alolan Dugtrio EX? What? Triple Headbutt. 60 damage for each. It's pretty much like the Wugtrio. Ferrothorn. Aggron with Giga Impact. What? There's Savali, which is the evolution of type Null. Looker. Your opponent reveals all 5. Reveals all the support cards in their deck. Okay, okay. So you can kind of see what they're planning to do. There's Gladion. Put 1 type Null or Savali from your deck into your hand. Alright, so they're really pushing for these two. If you played a support card from your deck hand during this turn, this deck does 50 more damage. Alright, interesting. Pushing supporters like crazy. We'll see how it goes. 5 Nihilego go for a little icon. Otherwise it is pieces. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Let us, with some bacon and tomato, let's see what we got. Because I think I need a few more pieces, and each one of these is going to give me just a couple. Did the shop reset? I was just in it. I don't think I saw. Yeah, because I only need 10 more, so I can definitely get that from the solo battles, and then we can do some pieces. In 2 days, the shop resets. So in the meantime, let's do some step-up battles. Let's see some of these fancy-dancy cards in action. Lucio. I'm actually going to keep Trame Lucario. So 3 basic Pokemon into play. Pro tip, if you don't know, those missions, you don't actually need to win. You do not actually need to win a match in order to get those missions completed. You could intentionally concede, especially if you're working on one that's like stamina based, like some of the drop events that's going to be happening with Ultra Necromza. But yeah, interesting. Good to know. Lillipup, Twackle for 20. 60 health. He's so cute, little fuzzy guy. This Pokemon is courageous, but also cautious. It uses the soft fur covering its face to collect information about its surroundings. Not sure what that means, but alright, we'll take it. And it is weak to my fighting energy. Young Goose. New Zebstrika, but oh my gosh, it requires 2 energy. The other Zebstrika, the original one, is pretty good. And of course, we've got Pikachu. Let's see what we got. Yeah, they're all gonna be 60 health, so I won't be able to take it out. Marshadow, nice, nice, nice. I'll take him. I'm hoping. Give me a primate. A little bit of rearranging, just because I do not want to take any more damage. Can I do anything else? No. So these step-up battles are a nice chance to kind of see the basic cards until you get to the higher ups, and then you can actually start to see, once you get to the expert level, potential decks that might be worth looking into. Riolu. There he be. There's my guy. Turn on auto so I can talk to you. So that's kind of how I view these particular step-up battles. I mean, obviously, you get the rewards for completing the different missions, but on top of it, you kind of get the, I guess, first-hand experience, especially before the ranked matches kind of come out. You can kind of see what, I guess, Dina, what they think the quote-unquote meta should be, and then you can kind of go from there. We'll do Marshadow just for funsies, but we're done here, at least with this one. Two for 2, and I get 2 energy. So again, I just need to win 5 of these matches, and then we'll get going. Rock a rock. Okay, okay. Light punch for 40. I mean, grass types. So do I have a grass deck? We'll do Weeby Drillin' just for funsies. I do not have 3, so we're going to try Decidueye Meowscarada instead, because that I at least can lay down 3 and get all the pieces, all the missions done all at once. Sprigatito. Okay, I have the full line of Meowscarada, so it's a pretty good hand. Poipole. 2-step, Ultra Beast. Again, we do not know if that tag does anything. I'll have to hopefully see the new items that exist. Sprigatito. Let's see what else we got. We got Sandile, 20 bite. All right. And then obviously the Peck-a-Peck. Picky Peck. It's nothing too crazy. Rowlet, there's my boy. Do not have that line yet, so. Oh, damn. Nice, there's a Tails. There's a Tails, so that's why I really don't like coin flips, but certainly some people do. This game is already RNG enough, in my personal opinion. But, you know, you can't have everything. No more cards. Not damaged yet, so I'm going to pierce the pain. I need a rare candy, so roughly 12% out of 8. Nice. First ding. I am slightly concerned about this because it is 40 damage, but should be easy enough. Gonna risk it for the biscuit. Only because I can. Nice, nice, nice. Only 20. See, again, card flips, coin flips rather, not personally for me. I like that I don't have to worry about that, but certainly I know that I would be concerned in other ways. Pierce the pain. You know, a guy is going to hit me for 40 most likely, but that's okay. Because it is weak to grass. Because I've got Erica. But it's going to destroy it because 80 plus 20, baby. Nice, nice, nice. We've got a Alolan Grimer, which we already know about him. Nothing too crazy there. Ooh. We've already got stuff on. Stay hydrated, friends. It's going to be a long evening. Woohoo! Nice, nice. What's the luck? The absolute luck that we get a God Pack. Unlikely. Alright, so we need Fire-type Pokemon. I think I've only got 2, so that wouldn't work. It would have to be Steamizard and Incineroar. I'd have to lay down all 3. Steamizard and Incineroar. Not like it's really all that difficult. We're in the starter arena section, so. But maybe we'll be lucky. Maybe we'll be cool. I don't know. We'll see. Do have a Pokeball, so that'll be good. I've got a Professor, and I've got a rare candy. So in a perfect world, I can draw Charmander, Char. So, do I use a Professor or do I use a Yano? Yano will get me 3, Professor will give me 2. Let's see if Professor gives me anything good. Charmeleon and a Sabrina. Nice. Looka. So let me get a better look at this card. Everyone does all the support cards in their deck to that way. Then I guess you can know what it is they're planning. Personally, I don't get it, but hey. I should have stacked on Incineroar because it needs 3. Aggron, Larion, Lunge out, and I'm assuming he'll evolve into the Aggron that we're going to see in a bit. There's Charizard. The real question is, who do I send out? Incineroar or Charizard? Do Charizard just because he's my guy. And I've also got Lily now, so that's really great. Stoke. You're going down, Stuffle. Fucking teddy bear Pokemon. The flailing Pokemon. Its fluffy fur is a delight to pet, but carelessly reaching out to touch this Pokemon could result in painful retaliation. That's wild. Alright, so. I'm kind of curious, if I refresh the websites, do they have new stuff? Oh damn, we got lots of new stuff. I got the full list of cards. Oh my gosh. Hey, we got good stuff. So that's there. Step up battle. Got lots of step up battles to do. But do I have enough? I think I need 240 is what I said. I don't think I did enough. Yeah, still shy. So I'm going to do a couple more. But we're already starting to see cards kind of roll in. My buddy Zipstrika. Alright, so let's check it out. So before I pull this, let us with some bacon and tomato. Oh, dude, over in vertical. You guys have been seeing that the entire time. Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry, vertical peeps. That's okay. Alright, so let's check it out. Wish there was a way to hide that. Easy squeezy. Alright, so anyways. Hopefully I didn't dox myself. So here is the full list, the full set of cards that we've got going on. Can I enhance? So we got Patil, Lilligant, and of course I wonder what this stupid... Alright, whatever. So we got Patil, Lilligant, and I guess that's it, those two. Those are kind of nice. Grass, Rowlet, we got Fury Attack, so that's 30 for 10. Might be a little bit marginally better, but again, coin flips, not my perfect thing. Dartrix, this probably seems like the better Dartrix compared to the other one that we've seen. If I click on it, does it show me the other Dartrix? It does not. We're not that fancy. We have a non-EX Decidueye. 70 damage to one of our opponent's Pokemon, so that is a bench sniper. Pair that with regular Decidueye, or I'm sorry, Decidueye EX. Pretty powerful. Have one of each, kind of like we have for the Beedrill deck. Of course, there's Buzzwole EX, Pheromosa, Kartana. We know those. Only one fire card. That is crazy. No love for fire this particular round. I'm assuming because last expansion we got that shiny Charizard goodness. That was like the guy. Only 3 Carvanha, Mantine, but Sharpedo, Crunch. Discard random energy. Okay, that's not too bad for a water. I was watching Jody earlier. Man was talking about the fact that because of Misty, water can never really get any too powerful. But that's not bad. Lots of lightning, which I am a big fan of. Got Shinx, Lucio, and Luxray, so that might pair well with, I think, Vokner. As long as Pokemon has an active spot, attacks used by your opponent's active Pokemon do negative 20 damage. That's not bad for a normal 130, and you can use Rare Candy to jump straight to it. Blitzel's Zipstrika. I do not like the fact that they're both double energy, but hey, that's what it is. Molga. Of course, they're going to have the little guy. And then we knew about those 3. We got Clefairy, Clefable, no EX, very sad. I was kind of hopeful by how weak this Clefairy was. But certainly 100 damage, nothing to shake a stick at, but not for 2 cards minimum. Phantom, 2 energy, Trevenant, and then Moral and Shiinotic. Again, that Illuminate is pretty nice because you can put any random Pokemon from your deck into your hand. We'll have to kind of see. Meditite, up to 30 damage. Evolves into Medicham, which for 1 energy, 50. That's not bad. Baltoy, and then as we pulled just a few minutes ago, that Claydol, which blocks healing. That's pretty powerful. That's going to be exciting to kind of see how that plays out. New Rockruff. I'd probably still run the other ones. That way you can grab the evolution right off the bat. But we do have Sandygast and Palosand, which are going to be fighting types instead of psychic types this go around. Sand Tomb. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon cannot retreat. That is a deeply expensive turn, but hey, there you go. 90 damage. Lots of dark, more under the Alolan Persian. Can paralyze for 50. Sandile, Krokorok, and then a Crocodile. This guy we haven't got to yet. Flip 3 coins. For each head, a card is chosen at random for your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals that card and shuffles it into their deck. Wowza. Okay, cool. 3 energy, 2 darkness, 1 non. But up to 3 cards can be taken out of their hand. Not bad. And that's any turn that you use that guy on. He is a 1-point Pokemon regular. It is a stage 2, so might be worth it, might not. Interesting. That might be worth running into some of the tech. Nihilego, we already kind of talked about. I'm going to try and build a deck based around this extra more poison goodness, maybe evolve it with Poipo and Nagando, but certainly I want to put it with that Salandit and kind of see how it goes. There's Guzzlord with the Grind Core, the most toxic amazingness because of energy. And then we've got quite a bit of metal cards including this new Alolan Dugtrio EX, which is pretty much Wug Trio, but targeted only to active. It's not the pop out. In this case, it does 60 for each heads, up to a max of 180, which is intense if you are lucky. I am not. We did see Aggron for 4 energy. During your next turn, the Pokemon cannot attack. It's kind of like a worse version of Buzzwole. Big beat. Does more damage. 120 versus this thing is 150, but that's certainly not what we want. Ferroseed, Ferrothorn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged, then it's got Thorns, which makes sense. So, not bad. It's kind of like a worse version of Thrudgen or Rocky Helmet, but we can certainly take it for 110. That might be worth stacking. Speaking of Stack Attacka, we got that Brass Rock, which is negative 20 damage. Herdier and Stoutland. Alright, Stoutland's got an ability for 140 health. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, attacks used by your opponent's active Pokemon cost 1 energy more. So, assuming that you're in Herdier and your opponent's going to try and take you out, you can evolve into Stoutland, not only gain the HP, but also kind of, sort of looking for stall them for return, if that's what it is, for 1 energy more. Beware, superpowered hug. Flip 2 coins. If both of them are heads, your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out. Oh my gosh. All right. So you have to flip 2 coins, and they both have to be heads. Total RNG. Savali, we saw that is very interesting with Brave Buddies. It can do up to 100 damage if you played a supporter, and we did get 3 new supporters that we're going to take a look at here. Beast Wall. You can only use this card if your opponent hasn't gotten any points. So at the very beginning, during your opponent's next turn, all of your Ultra Beasts take attacks. Interesting. Repel, going to be very powerful. Switch out your opponent's active basic Pokemon to the bench your opponent chooses. So it's basically Sabrina, but it only works on basic. So I'm not certain how I feel about that. It is an item versus a supporter like Sabrina, so you can put multiple of these. Technically, if you really want to mess with them, you can use them back to back. Electrical Cord. If the electric Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is knocked out, move 2 electric from that Pokemon and attach 1 energy to each of your benched Pokemon. So, okay. That's, I guess, what the little 2 prongs here, your electric Pokemon jack into this, and that goes hopefully somewhere nice for your Pokemon. Okay, that I can see why they've got so many different pieces here. Definitely might work really good with Tapu Koko or Xurkitree, which have a pretty high energy cost, but definitely even, well, maybe something like Zapdos EX from Genetic Apex. Beastite, Pokemon Tool. Attacks used by the Ultra Beast to this card is attached to do 10 extra damage to your opponent's active Pokemon for each point you have gotten. So 20 damage extra up to. Nice way to seal the deal of the game. Interesting how Beast Wall and Beastite are based on points that you've gotten. Interesting. And then we've got 3 other supporters. Gladion helps with type Null or Savali. Limited use, unfortunately. Looker. Your opponent reveals all the supporter cards again. I personally don't have a use for that, but Lusamine is the GOAT that people are concerned about, that are interested, because it only works after your opponent has gotten a point. So basically it's before the Beast Wall goodness, or I'm sorry, after the Beast Wall goodness. But choose one of your Ultra Beasts and attach 2 random energy from your discard pile to that Pokemon. So, nice. I guess technically it doesn't need to be energy from an Ultra Beast. It could be any energy attached. So as long as your Pokemon has 2 energy attached, it'll work with Lusamine. Got some fancy-dancy Pheromosa, Blacephalon, Alolan Meowth just chilling, Savali, Celesteela, full art cards for Buzzwole, Tapu Koko, Guzzlord. This dude is too sweaty. Like the card for Looker. We all know about the Lusamine. What the hell is Tapu Koko going? Nice. Buzzwole EX is the nice. I like that. Is the full art. And then of course we've got a few of these, which I just got. Black Greninja. My ninja. Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, which we've already got these. Shiny Celebi. Okay. And then Heligo is the shiny gold. Wonder if there's going to be more. If I hit refresh. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Anything new? Talked about Pokegold. We saw that earlier. Sneak peek event in 6 days. Ultra Beat drop event in 4 days. That's with the alternate Fromza. Duskmane Necromza and Dusk Wings Necromza. Interesting. Okay. Black Metal. Okay. Ranked. Starts May 30th at 6 a.m. So we'll have to wait for that to go. And they have not implemented the new pieces yet. I personally finished at Ultra Ball rank 2, so I'm going to be dropping 2 ranks down to Glory 4. So that's super sad, but that's okay. We have the Premium Pass. You get a Zeraora, which looks cool, but again, limited use of what it's going to be. We got Alolan Vulpix. Total rewards, only 1 pack. Would you get trade tokens? Interesting. Really, the value of the Premium Pass comes in being able to pull extra decks. Extra packs, rather. Okay. Not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed in this set. I thought it'd be good, but mostly it just is gonna add, hopefully, some variety. Yes, they are suggesting this. Late July. Late June. Okay. Well, I guess if it goes away, then it goes away. All right, cool. So, let us, with bacon and tomato, let's try and do some more because I want to be able to open up 2 separate pieces. Be right back. I want to be able to open up 2 10 bowls. Ugh. Check on my streams. Everybody and their mother is streaming this evening. Myself included. Jody's got 365 viewers. Godly's got 464. My goodness gracious. Eurus today gets 219. Sweet. And then there's us. Rather, me. All right, so. Enough lollygagging. Because I got to be able to cut this up. Let's kind of see. So we got Decidueye deck. So we got 3, so I might be able to do just a couple of these. Cha-cha! Now we're starting to see some of the good stuff, some of the newness, as it were. All right, we're gonna do Giant's Cape and Professor. Nice. There's what I like to see. Because if I can evolve next turn and Stoke, that would be I freaking deal. Lock that back in place. All right, cool, cool, cool. Charmander. Give me Charizard. Give me Charizard. It's gonna hit me for 40. Oh, absolutely terrible. That's pretty powerful. It's like I said, it's a worse, better version of Farfetch'd. Obviously, its weakness is fire, so I do have type advantage. There's a lot of grass cards. They really buff grass, this particular thing. Grass and darkness, which is kind of funny because they're opposites of each other. There's my boy. Let's get down to business, defeat the Huns. I wonder, should I... If I Sabrina into his bench, he can just throw Stuffle. Which means isn't going to much matter. Ideally, he evolves into, or benches into a Patil, but not like I'm going to know. Stoke. Bring me down to 100, and then I'll be A-okay. Come on, Lily. A Lily would be ideal right now, but we'll see. No pressure if I lose, because there's always going to be more. A Kartana, put a Leaf Cape on that thing. That's a pretty good tank, because automatically it already has 60 plus 30. That'd be 90 off the bat as like your first line of defense. Obviously, there's Pokemon that are, you know, better, like 100 damage, but certainly that's still pretty good. I am using Steamizard, so let me Did I make it past? Wasn't counting the turns. Did I make it to turn 14? I did. Hooray. Okay, so, boom. 3 in a row. Let's go. The ones that really get me, the missions that really get me are the ones where it's like you got to use 3 diamond or less, which technically I've got a few different pieces we can possibly look at. Which, like this Primeval Lucario, if I just got rid of the Mankeys and like got a different Lucario, I think there was a fighting deck that I was able to use. But we'll see. We're gonna see how Zeraora kind of performs in situ. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. That ability really only works as first card down, which I have a terrible first card, which is Marshadow. See, he's got Sphinx, so he can't even use it. I wonder if it's like a mislabel and it's supposed to say like the first turn the card is placed down, or if it's literally the first turn. I guess we'll find out. Because if he pulls it, then, you know, we can certainly see what the AI does with it. Stay hydrated, folks. Why would you do that? Excuse me. There's Rangu. Oranguru. That takes out Shinx, that takes out Blitzel, but it does not hurt Oranguru enough. No thank you. Biddy. There's Circuitry. Which... Re-energy, that is crazy. A lot of the new set has multiple energy requirements, which I am certainly interesting to see how that gets dealt with, really, because there wasn't any, other than Lusamine, there wasn't any Pokemon, there wasn't any cards, there wasn't anything that accelerated energy drives. So it's really just a matter of kind of putting them out there. There was that one card for the electric cord. However, I don't foresee that like actually working well. Primeval Lucario, easy squeezy for these decks, for these solo battles. 3 for 3. It's only 3 more. Yeah, okay. So I'll just deal with this. Poiple and Nagandel. Fighting type, stage 1 Pokemon. Alright, we'll try it out. I wonder why they're wanting fighting against the darkness. It's normally be grass, but we'll see. Mankey. There's Celesteela. So we'll kind of see Ultra Thrusters in action. So it only is from active Ultra Beast to bench Ultra Beast, so it has to be an Ultra Beast. Metal. I'll make sure, because metal is from your opponent's hand, so as long as you can attach it. and Ultra Beasts are not EX Pokemon specifically. So, Red. Excuse me. Red would only come into play a couple times. Let's see what he does. Interesting. He has the ability to possibly destroy me, but unlikely, given that it is a coin flip. So let's see. There's one, and there's two. Ooh, I was a bit nervous there for a hot second. That's A-okay. He destroys himself, and I'm assuming he'll put probably Stuffle out. I don't actually know. Nope, he's putting out Meow. That's okay. So I got my guy right here. Some form of healing would be appreciated, but I don't think we're going to need it, because he does not have enough energy to do anything, really. But certainly you can kind of see as these step-up battles they go, you can very clearly see the progression, literal pun intended, of how these cards are supposed to be used. Not saying I personally agree, but once we get to the expert section, then we'll kind of have a better idea, for sure. It's weak to lightning. How interesting. I did not realize that. Celesteela normal is weak to lightning with... Ooh, it's a big retreat cost. But with Ultra Thrusters, I guess that makes sense. Easy enough. Easy enough. Victory. Alright, so that should now be all of them done. Oh no, Stack Attacka. Oh, there's 30 out of 32 decks. I was looking at this to be... I was like, oh, I just completed this. There's 2 more sets of missions, so good news. We're going to take a pause. I'm very curious to see what we're going to pull. Let me check Wonder Pick, because we do have that event happening. Nope, okay. No free pulls yet, but we do have 244. Open 10 packs for 120. Big yikes. Alright. Let's see what we've got. Ooh. Shiny Diny. There's another Claydol, Zebstrika, Sandile. Fancy Dancy Pheromosa. Ultra Beast. Nice. Lucio. And there's my boy! Buzzwole EX Ultra Beast. I like how that little tag goes up in there. Got Kartana, Sandile, Cephalon. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, we got something shiny. Just another Lycanroc, but I'll take it. Okay, okay. Kaioken, Krokorok. There's that Electrical Cord, which this could definitely drive energy, so... But assuming that it's knocked out. So you do have to give up 1 point of some electric Pokemon of some kind. There's Pheromosa, regular. Something fancy in the back. Beast Wall. You can discard only if your opponent hasn't gotten any points. What's this? Fancy Dancy, Alolan Meowth. Nice, nice, nice. We're on to pack number 6, halfway there. I am rife with Lycanroc. My goodness, I think that's the 3rd or 4th one I've got. More electrical cords. Alright. Blitzel, regular Pheromosa. Come on, Lego Mago. Mulligans, Stack Attacka, nice. Oh my gosh. Regular Decidueye. Alright, cool, cool, cool. It's 2 energy sniping arrow. But it attacks any Pokemon for 70, so it is a 1-pointer. So depending on how you run it, it might be worth it. There it be. There's our first pull. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, so many cards. It's so great. Nice. 5,500 cards. That's called. It's too much time on this game. Nice. Halfway there. And unfortunately, between now and set A3B, I'm not going to use any more hourglasses. Just got to collect them now.
resistance.